Hey guys, Drew with Because Jiu-Jitsu. We're going to go through a few different guillotine options. These ones particularly from an Arm-in Guillotine. It's a common position you find yourself in whether you want to be there or not. Oftentimes it happens from like a double leg shot. You just grab what's there and start squeezing. It's a great position to burn your arms out in if you don't know what you're doing. So we're going to give you a couple really easy tricks, tips, changes to the Arm-in Guillotine that will allow you to finish without using a lot of strength. A smaller person can finish this and it will become your favorite, trust me. So, my first one we're going to be going over here. We've got the head, we've got the arm, and we're in like this. And the motion on this comes from an angle change to begin with. So I don't want to stay straight on like this where I'm going to try to pull and squeeze and burn my arms up. That's not going to help me. So the first thing I want to do is fall over towards the side of the head. So I'm kind of up on my ribs. Now what's going to happen, you can't see this because my opponent, my partner, is going to be blocking the view, but I'm grabbing the meat of my hand down here with these four fingers, and I'm going to be on my side like this. His head under here, this should be resting against his neck. What I don't want to do is pull in like this and burn all my energy. What I want to do is actually just rock like this. I call this one a St. Louis arch, so that's the way I remember it, is I'm rocking like that. And at the same time, I'm going to be doing an oblique ab crunch. So not a straight up sit up, but like to the side like this. So I'll be doing those two motions at the same time like this. And that's your finish. This is going to be exaggerated, but that's what you're going for with this one. And you'll find that it digs into the neck without having to use a whole lot of muscle. Again, we've got this. I fold to my side. I'm going to rock in and get my finish there. One common misconception with guillotines in general, and something to keep in mind, is although we're using a closed guard to lock the head in, what we're not doing is extending it and pulling away. This motion here is a common misconception which is going to either A, waste your energy, or B, pop their head out because you're pulling like this, which adds extra tension and may actually free them from your lock. So always, in all of these situations, be crushing in to make it harder for him to escape, and also if your details are right, will put him deeper into the choke. So our second variation on an Arm-in Guillotine is called a pretzel grip guillotine. And this one's actually surprisingly easy. I don't even need to change my angle on this. All I'm changing is my grip. There's going to be a slight grip change. So before, we were grabbing the meat of the hand with those four fingers like we went over, rocking in with our wrist. We're going to start from that same position, grabbing head and arm, grabbing right there. This time though, we're going to take that hand that I have the back of my hand against. I'm going to turn it 90 degrees like that. This one does not move. I'm just going to twist this one and go into an inverted gable grip. Okay, you'll have to play around with that one. You can do it while you're watching this video. Just grab here, twist. This one does not move. That simple grip switch is going to make it possible to simply squeeze forward, and it becomes from a crushing choke into an actual strangling choke. It feels very similar to like a rear naked choke, that kind of strangle. So same thing, we've got head and arm. I don't even have to move my position. I can stay square to him. I've got that meat of my hand with my four fingers. Now, this is all I changed. You can't even tell it from the outside. But I inverted my grip now. I'm just going to squeeze in. It places your wrist right against the side and part of the front of their neck. And you'll feel you can just squeeze the soft part of their neck. It's a very easy finish. Requires very little strength. And one thing I want to mention too, and this is a rule of thumb about most chokes, guillotines particularly, but I use this through triangle chokes, arm triangle chokes, rear naked chokes, collar chokes. We never want to start at 100% of our power, okay? Because the only place it goes from 100% is down. It's a psychological trick. If you have somebody at 100% of your squeeze, it's only ever going to get looser. And if it starts bad and starts getting better, they're going to think that they can hang out there, and they might be able to, and they'll last a little bit longer. Whereas if you're to start at 50%, and then go to 60%, then to 65, and then to 70, and it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse for them, they'll end up tapping, and you don't have to burn as much energy. The last one we're going to go over here is we start in a head and arm guillotine. but we want to go to an arm out guillotine, which means we're just attacking the head. It's going to be a lot easier finish. It's the more preferable finish for most guillotines, but we want to do it in a way that we're not going to lose position when we're changing from arm in to arm out. So I have my partner here with arm in like this, and I just lifted this out. It gives him every opportunity to escape, and they're going to be pushing back. That's what, anytime when you're in an arm-in guillotine, they're usually going 2-on-1 on the choking arm and really trying to pull back. So if I let go of my grip, it's going to become much harder for me to hold him in position. What I want to make sure is before I do that, because I have to do it to get rid of this arm, I want to crunch in like this. I'm pulling my knees to my chest and then putting my chest on his shoulder like this. So if I let go and he tries to back out, carries me with him. I'm stuck to him here. Now that this is out, the problem is I can't just dig underneath here because I'm crushing in on him. I'm closing my own space. And if I back up, then he gets out. So I can't do that. I'm crushing in to make sure that I can take this out while I keep the position. I'm going to take my hand, in a knife hand, flat as a piece of paper, come to the crook of his elbow, dig underneath, and then come in and find my hand. I'm going to grab the meat of my hand by my forefingers just like before. And now I'm going to crush in and squeeze my forearm towards my chest. Just like this. Just a straight squeeze. You're going to come in and crush. Pulling everything in like that. One last time. Here, crush in. Find that elbow, bring it under. Find your hand. Crush in again. So there's 3 different ways to finish an arm-in triangle. Arm-in guillotine, and the last one being how to switch out of it and still maintain that guillotine attack. Hope that helps, guys.